In this video, we're going to be talking about Amazon SQS, or Simple Queue Service. Amazon SQS is a secure, durable, and available hosted queue that lets you integrate and decouple distributed software systems and components. So, what are the benefits of using SQS? First off, it's secure, so you control who can send messages to and receive messages from an Amazon SQS queue. Also, it has server-side encryption, meaning it lets you transmit sensitive data by protecting the contents of messages in queue using keys managed in AWS Key Management Service, or AWS KMS. It's also durable, so to ensure the safety of your messages, Amazon SQS stores them on multiple servers. Standard queues support at least once message delivery, and first-in, first-out queues support exactly once message processing. It's also highly available in that Amazon SQS uses redundant infrastructure to provide highly concurrent access to messages and high availability for producing and consuming messages. It also offers scalability in that SQS can process each buffered request independently, scaling transparently to handle any load increases or spikes without any provisioning instructions. SQS is also reliable. It locks your messages during processing so that multiple producers can send and multiple consumers can receive messages at the same time. And finally, it allows for customization. Your queues don't have to be exactly alike. For example, you can set a default delay on a queue. You can also store the contents of messages larger than 256 kilobytes using Amazon S3 or Amazon DynamoDB, with Amazon SQS holding a pointer to the Amazon S3 object, or you can split a large message into smaller messages. SQS offers two different types of queues. There is standard and first-in, first-out queues. So standard queues offer unlimited throughput in that they have a nearly unlimited number of transactions per second per action. A message is also delivered at least once, but occasionally more than one copy of a message is delivered. And it also has best effort ordering, meaning occasionally messages might be delivered in an order different from which they were sent. You'll want to use standard SQS queues when throughput is the most important. For example, if you need to decouple live user requests from intensive background work, you can let users upload media while resizing or encoding it. There's also the first-in, first-out queue. So as opposed to the unlimited throughput offered by the standard queue, the first-in, first-out queue has high throughput. So by default, first-in, first-out queues support up to 3,000 messages per second with batching. This type of queue also offers exactly once processing. So a message is delivered once and remains available until a consumer processes and deletes it. Duplicates aren't introduced into the queue. And finally, as opposed to standard's best effort ordering, where messages may be delivered in an order different from which they were sent, the FIFO queue offers first-in, first-out delivery, meaning the order in which messages are sent and received is strictly preserved. You'll want to use the first-in, first-out queue if the order of events is important. For example, if you need to ensure that user-entered commands are executed in the right order. If all of that makes sense, then let's switch to our AWS console and find out more about how to use SQS queues.